Man City 2, Man United 1 in a game that was played at Wembley, a finale that really was just an eye to watch, and it was a little bit a one-sided game, but United just went ahead to frustrate City sometimes towards the end of the game. But obviously City just went ahead and really scored their clear-cut chances they've got. They didn't get many chances, but they utilized those that they got into that beautiful game of football they played at Wembley. And now they are chasing the treble. Premier League in, FA Cup in. Next Saturday they are playing Inter Milan. We've failed to stop the treble run of City, but congratulations to the players of Manchester United. You know, going to this kind of game when the manager is lacking the following players, you know, Lisandro Martinez, Anton Martial, Marcel Sabitzer, and Anthony Santos. 4 crucial players, and you're facing the best team in the world, yet for them, they're having all their players fit. You know, if you go out and put out such a performance, I understand we don't celebrate losses, but I would like to let you know that we played the game. We played the game. You know, I've even had the commentator really point out that City is really a very technical side. That's it. City is really a very technical side, but if at all you've gone ahead to City, this game has gone ahead to end to 1, and there are not very many other clear-cut chances that City have gone ahead to create. That means Ten Hag has gotten a solution to Pep Guardiola, and we are not far away from them. Let me tell you this. You know, do you know why we're not far away from them? Let's talk about the first goal that came in through. Do you know that if at all we had a more mobile and workaholic central midfielder playing alongside, playing in the Eriksen role, we wouldn't have gone ahead to concede that goal. We conceded the first goal because Eriksen fails to track the run of Ilkay Gundogan. That's it. As Lindelof heads that ball, Ilkay Gundogan is just in Ilkay's space alone, and no United player is close to him to really distract or distort that shot. He just had lots of space, and him and Kevin De Bruyne in that area, they are technically gifted. We know them. He just has to shoot it in the back of the net. Most of the times they are close around the D, and you give them that space, they just have to penalize you. So I think we've lost this game on minor details, and obviously it goes back to the players that we had that were really injured. But he had to use the players that were really available, and Christian Eriksen was really available in that game, and Erik ten Hag gave him a go. But remember, he is not a workaholic player. His physicality is really down. I saw him really try to battle out a player, you know, and he couldn't even get the player down. You know, sometimes we need workaholics into that midfield. This is why I go ahead and really recommend that a Rabiot is needed. If there is anything we should do in quick or in a nick of time, we should go all out and really get in a Rabiot on a free. Let's sign him. I think the Serie A is coming to an end this weekend. Let's get in Rabiot, because you have Rabiot in that midfield, things don't go the way they went. That's it. They don't go the way they went, because you know that you're having an extra body that's going to go ahead and really be calm on the ball, pass it through the central axis, and obviously fight the physical battles. You know, the tenacity of Eriksen costed us that first goal, because as Lindelof headed that ball into that space, remember, Casemiro had marked Haaland, and Haaland had headed that ball to find Lindelof, and Lindelof really headed it into that space that found Ilkay Gundogan. Find Ilkay Gundogan there, he did the needful and obviously hit it because he was unmarked, and that shows you that we need a more tenacious midfielder. Maybe that's why Erik ten Hag needs Mason Mount, that he's really too mobile and he's a workaholic. His physicality is unquestionable, and he can come in and obviously get the job out of the way. So I'm just trying to relate that goal to what our transfer window should be like, because I've seen that if at all Ten Hag really gets in more 5 players this summer, he is really going to be untouchable. That's it. He's really going to be untouchable, because if you can get a 2-1 win against City right now, when you're looking like that, with close to 5 players, 5 starters out, you know, Lisandro Martinez, Anton Martial, Anthony, you know, 3 starters out, and you go ahead and really put up such a performance, you understand that if at all you go ahead and reorganize yourself better this in the summer and get in the signings that the manager wants, you can go ahead and really beat City. So, but we went ahead to really level the game in the 33rd minute. But again, in the second half, we failed to mark the D. That's it. At least you must be having a player marking that D, because it helps you either way. If at all Kevin De Bruyne does what he did and obviously put that cross towards the D, do you know what happens? That player will make it hard for Ilkay Gundogan to shoot. Secondly, if that ball is headed or is crossed towards the 6 yards box area of the 6 yards box area of the 18 yards box area, and it's headed out, and your player is on the D, he helps you really switch the counter attack, win that ball. And I don't know why we've not gone ahead to grasp such moments, right? Because even Fred the short man was marking in the box, and asking yourself, who was he marking? Yet Man City was having 2 players on the D, and it was evident that they might craft out something like that. Obviously, so those are things that we need to go ahead and really learn. But obviously, we were lacking a very good bench. You look at the substitutes that Erik ten Hag went ahead to make. The first substitute was taking off Eriksson to bring on Garnacho, you know. Then he brought on Weghorst and brought on Scott McTominay. But if you're having a Rabiot, you are having maybe a Rasmus Højlund, you are having a Kim Min-jae. That means you'll have Kim Min-jae come on, or Kim Min-jae be there, then Rabiot in that midfield, and then your bench is going to be rich with a lot of talent. That means you can get off Rabiot, bring on Fred. After getting on Fred, you can bring on even Mason Mount. You can even bring on Rasmus Højlund. So it shows you that we are lacking players. But all in all, I would like to go ahead and really credit the players of Manchester United. We've gone ahead to play close to how many games? You know, 38 games in the... We played 38 games in the Premier League. We've played... Are they 7? I think there are 7 games in the FA Cup. Those are 45. Add on the 8 games, I think. Add on 7 you played in the Carabao Cup. Those are 52. Add on the Barcelona. Those are 6, 12. Add on 12 games we played in the UEFA Europa League. Those are 64 games. Guys, do you know what it means playing 64 games? No team in Europe has gone ahead to play the number of games we're going ahead to play. So that gives us something to celebrate about, you know. I know this is a derby, we've lost to City. I understand it's really painful, but that's what we could offer. If at all I ask you, what else could we offer? Could we offer more than that? There is nothing else, because we cannot pass the ball better than City. That's it. You know, the best thing you can go ahead and really go out and really celebrate about is we won the Carabao Cup, we finished third, we are into the Champions League, and we've played into the FA Cup finale, and obviously we really understand exactly what it has been all about. So, lots of things to talk about. There is something I noted here. Concerning our short of decision making. Sometimes you could make quick passes, but those quick passes are supposed to be accompanied by quick moves. Our movements are really lacking. And when you look at that team, it really looked tired. It really looked tired. Do you remember how that corner that the last corner that Bruno brought in around the 92nd minute? Did you see what he did? You know, he bent with his hands being supported by his knees. It shows you how tired the player was. The player was really tired. Casemiro, you know, that run that Ilkay Gundogan makes, you know, and Casemiro couldn't even track. He was really tired. I think it's good that we found ourselves in a situation of really getting this season done. It has not ended the way we wanted it. We wanted to stop City, to see that they don't really lift this trophy, because they are now 1 trophy away from winning the treble. But that's the best we could offer. If I go ahead and really draw this season, We were nowhere expecting such things to happen for Manchester United. We expected maybe top 4, but not to play in the FA Cup finale with Man City and obviously put up such a performance. And that's why credit has to go to Erik ten Hag. Let's talk about a little bit about our manager and what he's going to do today. This manager needs the best of praise. But as we give them the best of praise, we call upon the Glazers to decide on who is going to be the owner of the club of Manchester United. That's it. Because this manager needs backing. You back this manager, he can come back and compete for quadruple next season. He can. I'm telling you this. He can come back and compete for quadruple next season. I know, and I'm talking from an experienced point of view, because if I was gonna hate to produce such moments as a manager, then with that squad, then what's going to stop him from really producing the same moments and obviously being triumphant if at all he's being backed and given more players? The problem was we never had players. City had really good players and their bench was really fertile and it couldn't match ours. And all that goes back to what we call the preseason. We need to get in players, prepare enough, and obviously get geared up. For next season. So let's go into the stats and how they were at Wembley. City had 11 shots, we had 13. 5 shots on target, we had 3 on target. That's what I told you, that our composure was really lacking, most of the times. Every time we really came in through. 60% ball possession by City, that was expected. 40% ball possession by United. 517 sorry about that. 517 passes completed by City, 342 passes completed by Manchester United, 87% passing accuracy by City, 78% passing accuracy by Man United, 12 fouls by City, 11 by Man United, 2 yellow cards to each side. I think to United it was all about Fred and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then 1 offside to Man City, 3 offsides to Manchester United, 3 corners to both sides. So it shows you that it was really a very quite balanced game, but it lacked we lacked composure. And when Garnacho came on through, we obviously created an outlet that was really pacey and very much productive on the left side of the pitch. But as you know, every time you lack composure, because Garnacho just lacked composure in this game. I think he came close without curling effort towards the far post of the goal. But I think sometimes we're going to have to do better to really threaten these Man City players. But all in all, for me, I'm okay. I had predicted a 2-1 win for Manchester United. It would have come in through Scott McTominay effort and Wout Weghorst, a goal being cleared off the line by John Stones in the dying minutes of the game, And the City players also look tired. So let's not mourn about this. Let's just get out of the season. It's done for United, and let's just all do one thing. Focus onto the transfer window. Let Erik ten Hag get backed and being given the right players that he deserves as a manager. Then he'll find himself in a position of obviously competing with City. He deserves all the credit. Do you know why? He has been here for just a year. Being here for just a year, he has been able to compete with City. You see, having been beaten 6-3, he went ahead to learn exactly what costed us the game. And when they came to Old Trafford, we beat them by 2-1. And here we are at Wembley. We've just lost 2-1. But you cannot even mention that Ten Hag is going to have to play with his best 11 alive. No way. Injuries costed us. Those 2 injuries of Anthony Martial and Anthony Santos costed us as we go into this game of football. We have those players in, obviously the result changes. That's it, because Martial will help us play better each and every time we are into the final third of the pitch. So, thank you guys for watching through. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're really watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload on daily. That was my match reaction, and I'm not mourning. I hope you guys are not going to mourn, because yeah, we've lost to the best team in the world with good injuries on our side. I hope for a better season. All I can say is that I'm anticipating for a better season after Ten Hag gets a very good summer of backing from the Glazers, and we call upon the Glazers to really get this ownership thing or stuff out of the way such that we get ready for next season as Ten Hag needs to be backed. Thank you guys for watching through. I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out, my mates.